Welcome back to Kung Fu Maintenance. Got an AC down. Expected to hit a high of 119 today. Supposed to get a heat wave. So glad to get here early in the morning. It's probably maybe 92 degrees right now. About 8:30. Let's see what's going on here. I haven't pulled the disconnect yet. The cover's really hot. That's because it's been in the sun. Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, been here before.
About a year ago.
Definitely been here before. Compressor's not too hot. Contactor is not sucked in. Contactor looks fairly new. Haven't pulled the disconnect. Let's go ahead and push the contactor in and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. So maybe you have blown fuses. Let's go ahead and pull the disconnect. And test things out. Take a look inside, looking for any burned wiring. Got a lead going to the front. I'm going to discharge the capacitor. Capacitor holds the charge in it even after the power is disconnected. But just looking around, everything looks okay. We've got a compressor lead repair here. Let's see if we can peek at our wiring there. Everything looks okay there. Lead looks a little tired, but it's still alive. Okay. Yeah, maybe our capacitor's lost phase. Maybe we have a fan motor out. Let's check the peek at the fan baffle all the way around. That looks okay. Okay. Grab my meter. Check a few things here. Check our capacitors, and we'll check our fuses. Start with our fuses. Set to ohms. We got power there and no power here, so we have one blown fuse. What's that? Pocket. Verify it's a good one. Yep. There's our bad fuse there. New fuse. Pop it in. We're nice and tight there, and we are. Trusty fuses here. And now we'll check our microfarads on our capacitors. Check the fan one first. Here's our common lead for the fan wire. Disconnect that. I guess I'll just disconnect them both, and we'll get all the commons in one side of the hard start kit on this capacitor. Already discharged. Pulled only the insulated portion of the screwdriver and bridging the leads. Okay. And now I've got everything disconnected on the common side capacitor. So now we'll check the fan capacitor. And 4.5. So we're out of phase on the fan. And the regular capacitor. 0.22. A little bad on the regular cap. pull the rest of the leads off and just recheck. Pretty sure we're bad there. Yep. Add capacitors. Okay. Easy enough. Got my new 35. It's all nice and straightforward. And new 5. Change these out. Make sure all our leads are nice and tight. This is our old one. Hard start kit goes one to each side. Yellow goes by itself on one side. That lead's nice and tight. We should have one lead from the fan. Common. It's kind of tight, but I'll tighten that one up a little bit. Better. And then our lead common from the contactor. It's our red wire. Okay, we're all set there. This could really be strapped in a little bit. But it's okay, it's not really going anywhere. See if I can strap it, and then we'll change that fan cap, and I'll go ahead and strap my other capacitor here while I have nice free access. Sort of. Kinda. Okay. Any leads in there? There we go. And at least now our capacitor's not going to bounce anywhere, go anywhere on us. Main lead there. Kind of tighten that down a bit. Alright. There we go. Hang the capacitor there. And we got a 5 microfarad. 5. Definitely see the bulge in this capacitor. It bulges up and breaks the lead so it doesn't build up too much internal pressure. You always want to match your microfarad size. It's a little MF. This one's 35 MF, which is common on these particular Janitral units. There we go. One lead to each side. Now we're ready to run. Got our new capacitors. All the wiring looks good. Everything's nice and solid. All our leads are nice and solid. Let's plug our disconnect and try it out. Okay. That's in, and we'll manually push in the contactor, and then I'll head inside and turn it on. Let's see if we run. Uh-oh. Nothing. Might have a bad breaker inside. Okay. Before we get too far, now we'll check for voltage on the bottom. Since our breaker's plugged in. So I'll go volts AC. And we'll make sure we have volts here and here. We do not. So we have a trip breaker, possibly a bad breaker. Very bad breaker. Bad breaker. Let's double check our fuses. Good there. Good there. Yep. Okay, I can check for power in the disconnect, but it's most likely the breaker inside. I need to turn the unit on anyway, so let's go check it out. And I wish I had tested for using the non-contact voltage detector before I turned that one off, but I could tell the resistance on it was just a little bit less than the one that was on the right side, and what had happened is this one had half tripped, but it didn't show. It didn't show that it had half tripped. That's what it was though. But anyway. I kind of separated it there and repeated it so that you could go back and listen to it so you can hear the difference between the one that was half tripped and the one that wasn't. And normally it would just trip halfway, but this one kind of glitched and it didn't. Might be a candidate for replacing the breaker, but everything was okay there. I didn't see anything when I took the breaker panel off, so I took it off and checked it, and that's what you'll see here. But it wouldn't hurt to replace the breaker, but you know, that's that. Just thought I'd show it here so you guys can understand it a little bit more. It's about at 11 minutes 42 seconds in the video if you want to go back and listen to the difference of the breakers for the one that was half tripped. 11 minutes 40 seconds, just a little bit right there after that. Okay, we're all nice and running now. Compressor doesn't sound the best, but not the worst either. Mine's nice and cold. Alright. Now I'm going to switch it over to amps AC, see what our amp draw is on our black wire. Like 12.9, so it's a little high, but it's not completely. 11.4 on the red wire. Alright, back in business. All set there. Seems like the breaker was just half tripped, had blown the fuse, and the capacitors were out of phase. Oh, we're alive for another round. Who knows for how long? Alright, supposed to hit 119 today, so get off the roof while I can. Who knows, maybe I get lucky. Maybe this is the only AC call of the day. Maybe not. Time will tell. Thanks for watching. Thanks for waiting. Over now. Back in the mix. This one I'll add to my list to come back and check the pressures with my gauges, make sure the superheat is just right. But it's just, I'm going to add it to my list and come back to it when it's a bit cooler. I'm sure it has enough Freon, everything's nice and cold, and my concern is whether it might be a little overcharged or not. But again, I have a capillary tube system which delivers the refrigerant at, it only lets so much through to go into the evaporator, absorbs our heat. It can slow down a little bit quite how much heat it removes, but things were tolerable. It seemed within a tolerable level, so it's just something I'm going to put on my list for preventative maintenance to come back later so I can make things a little bit better and just verify that everything's working good. Anyway, this was a 119-degree day expected to hit. I had a couple air conditioning calls after this one. Hopefully I'll make you the videos on some of those. I got some good footage. So anyway, thanks for watching Kung Fu Maintenance. Over and out. Be safe out there. Stay cool.
Standing on the edge of death and life, standing in between wrong and right. Light shines down in truth. Us will fall. Darkness